Hi again then guys, and welcome to another Forza Horizon 3 speed build, and this time we're going for another vehicle which is typically thought of more as a drifter or just a JDM car in general rather than a full-on performance machine. That being said, however, you can definitely use it as a straight line performance monster, and to some degree, depending on what visuals you go for, kind of a sleeper as well, the Lexus SC300. Now as far as the engine swap, I would recommend having the V8. You've got some nice options. You've got the Skyline engine, you've got the quad rotor even, which is always a tempting offer, but if you're looking purely for the best top-end performance in particular, this is the best one to go for. Now, as far as the drivetrain, as I said, it's popular as a drifter, so some people definitely won't want all-wheel drive. If you don't, that's fine, just don't fit it, but I would recommend it for, of course, better launch and that extra bit of off-road ability. Also, you want the twin turbo from the V8 to get the best power out of it. For the visuals, like the body kit, the rims, that's all down to you, obviously. And for the rest, you want to increase the power as much as you can, as always, lower the weight as much as you can also, and as a general rule, fit pretty much all of your race parts except for the front and rear wing. Now, this tune is not on my storefront, it is one of my YouTube exclusives, and as you can see from the benchmark, it's quick. 2.7 to 60, 5 to 100, 262 is the flat-out quoted speed. Those are good numbers. Now, as far as the gearbox, I'd recommend final drive of 2.7, then individual gears of 2.9, 1.99, 1.5, 1.18, 0.95, and 0.76. Alignment we've got on neutral as far as camber and toe, 4 degrees of caster, anti-roll on 32 and 21, springs on 170, 186, and I've opted for the lowest ride height. Dampers on 14 and 6, aero obviously doesn't apply for this one, and for the diff, 100% on acceleration, 0 for decel, no surprises there, and a 70% centre split. Now if you want it to be more tail happy, obviously take it up to 75 or even 80, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend taking it too far because that kind of negates the whole point of having all-wheel drive in the first place. But that's it for the tune, so now let's actually take it out on the street to see what it can do. Now, as I mentioned, of course, the SC300 isn't a car which most people would typically think of for straight line speed. It's much more of a cruiser or a drifter, but this one is quick, really quick, and you can nudge it even further than the benchmark, up around 263. So overall, although it's not most people's first choice in this kind of category, it is worth a look, that's for sure, and it's not overly expensive either. So if you do decide to use this tune, obviously I hope you have a lot of fun with it, and if you did enjoy it, there are hundreds more tunes just like this here on the channel, which you can find by clicking through to the playlist at the end of this video. But for now, as always, thanks for watching.